Well, welcome this evening to Healing Hands Chiropractic and Functional Medicine. So, Agile Aging. Everyone wants to grow, I don't want to say the word old, but I'm going to say old, gracefully and boastfully, right?
Right.
So that is what Agile Aging and Fall Prevention is all about. This is top 4 topics that patients ask me about all the time. About, I don't want to fall. What can I do to prevent falling? I have fallen. What can I do? How do I get stronger? Well, we're going to go over all of that this evening. So recently, I watched a movie, and if you have Netflix, you should see Nona's. Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Isn't Nona's just a nice, heartfelt movie? And so, as the premise of that movie talks about this gentleman known as a grandmother's, and he missed his grandmother's cooking and his mom's cooking. It was an Italian family. And so he was walking with his aunt, and she's like, he's going to open up a restaurant. And she's like, I'm 72 years old now, I can't do this. I can't do this. And he said, Nona, age is not a disease. And I'm like, you're right. Age is not a disease. But our society, unfortunately, makes it out to be a disease. But it doesn't have to be. You can age gracefully and boastfully, and that's the goal. Right? We want to be dancing. We want to be belly dancing. We want to do that. Some of your hips, I'm going to tell you, you can't. Please don't try. You'll be seeing me if you do. But we're going to get your bodies moving. So when we started this whole class, I had this flyer that talks about what is Agile Aging. So it's social participation. You know I'm going to talk about nutrition. We have nutrition in our name. Balance management, fewer chronic diseases, overall health and well-being, and good quality of life, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that what it comes down to? And so that is what we're going over today. Notice how I put the natural aging process, because it is natural. This is the way it is supposed to be. And when, I'm going to say, society looks at the aging population, they look, in our society, unfortunately, they look down on the aging population. Mm-hmm. Where other societies, other countries, they elevate them, right? Yes. They elevate because of the knowledge, because of the wisdom, because of the experience, because just you have it. And so you can instill that and bring that to others. And I've been gifted with doing that here. But what happens naturally that we fight? Well, our bone density, especially for women. And I'm going to say for all women, but for thinner women, because as our bone density and our estrogen goes down, so does our bone density go down. So we've got it starts at age 50. Yay! So when you're in your 80s, just imagine, right? Yeah. Our muscle mass does reduce 3 to 5%, unfortunately, every year. And it's not, well, yes, if you don't use it, you lose it. It is that, because you always have to be active with it. But it's not that say you worked out when you were in your teens, and your 20s, and your 30s, and you look at your muscles. You're not going to have those same muscles. No, that's not going to happen. But you can keep it toned. You can keep them strong. And that, all studies that are out there show that. I obviously did a whole lot of reading when I did this class, but the studies show if you do use weights as you progress, you have a longer life. It shows that through multiple different studies. Balance, that's why we're here. Balance issues, we start losing the balance. It has to do with the eyes, it has to do with the foundation, it has to do with the brain, interaction with the ears, all of that. And then vision. Yes, we know vision's change, that cataracts or glaucoma or macular degeneration, all those things are part of the aging process. But I want to get into chronic disease on a cellular level. Why am I looking here at the foundation? And I'll tell you in a second. So, chronic disease happens when our cells can't process anymore, when they're bombarded by toxins and they can't flush those toxins out anymore. And it starts accumulating and building up. Now, where do those toxins come from? Well, everywhere. I mean, unfortunately, what they're doing to our foods, it makes me sad. It makes me sad. What they're injecting into people makes me sad. Just makes me sad because it's not natural for the body, that what's being injected. And so then the cells become sluggish. They become tired. So it loses the ATP. ATP, if you remember all the way back to high school, powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria, it's producing the energy. Those cells start to decrease. So then those cells start to mutate. And we know what happens when cells mutate. What happens?
Cancer.
Cancer, yes. But where does it come from? Well, a lot of it's our environment, our foods that we're eating. So we're talking about seed oils. Seed oils are in most processed foods. If it's coming out of a box, it has seed oils. Making your own salad dressing. What's the first ingredient in salad dressing?
Oil.
Soybean oil. Soy oil, unfortunately. So lack of sun exposure. Stress that we're under, again, environmental toxins that we're exposed to. Now this is next class, but we're going to talk about having a healthy gut. What happens in our gut? What's in our gut?
Good bacteria, bad bacteria.
Good bacteria, bad bacteria. What happens to our immune system in our gut? Our gut actually regulates our immune system. People think it's here. It's here. So if this isn't healthy, our whole body's toxic. And I see that when I do testing, when I do food sensitivity testing or poop testing. I'm looking at those things, environmental toxins or just toxins. So I'm going to give an example. I have many children that are under care. And I have this family that's been under care over a year, actually a couple of years now. And they've been exposed to Lyme's. So every person in the family has had Lyme's. I did a stool test on the daughter, and she was 12, 13. And in her stool was strep and staph. And you think, but she didn't show any symptoms. Well, at some point, she had strep and she had staph. We've all been exposed to strep and staph. Well, you take an antibiotic, it kills it on the outside, it kills the symptoms, but it stays here. And then it wreaks havoc. And so what we did was we started cleansing her. We started cleaning. You know how hard it is to cleanse a 13-year-old? But she was compliant. She is dual enrollment at a college, and she's homeschooled, but she's dual enrollment. She's doing amazing, amazing. So just so happy for that. But every person I have done a stool test, they either have strep, staph, or both. I've done hundreds.
What about parasites?
I don't see that. I don't see as many parasites as I thought I would see. Not as many parasites. But this isn't healthy. The body is not healthy. And then you're thinking, electromagnetic exposure. 5G. You think 5G is good? But what is it doing? It damages our mitochondria, which is our energy again. So I'm going to show you ways to counteract that. Your smart, yes, I will show you what, my phone's in my bag. I'll show you what I have on my phone. Our smart meters, all of that exposes us to electromagnetic fields, which are very detrimental to our body. So how do we reclaim our health? Change our diets. So hard. I mean, I was talking to a lady today. I'd gotten her blood work back, and she is showing higher sugars. And I asked her if she had been diagnosed, and I don't diagnose. I said, your sugars are on the higher level. What have you been eating? And she said her husband passed away during COVID. And so she has she has twins, 2 small girls, and it's a stressful time for her. What foods do we eat to find comfort? Sweets. And sweets are highly addictive, right? I mean, you just, one little bite, and then it's like, one little bite, 2 little bites. And the reason why for that is because sweet sugar, fructose, works on all the pleasure centers of our brain. It's more highly addictive than cocaine.
Wow.
Yes.
I believe it.
By 100 times, because it's working on the brain. So getting rid of the sweets out of our diet, so hard. It is a detox. It literally is a detox. But the soy, the corn, the safflower. Thank you. The safflower. That's omega-6s. It's going to cause inflammation everywhere. The seed oils will do that. You want healthy fats. So what are healthy fats? Avocado. Woo! We love avocado. Oh, I just read something yesterday.
Good, I hope.
No.
About avocado.
About avocado. Bill Gates has created,
Oh no.
yes, a chemical that they're now injecting into avocados. Did you read that? I read that yesterday. It's been years, but he's been doing it out of the country.
Oh.
The organic, not organic farmers, but the organic overseers of the United States have said, yeah, you can put it in our avocados.
You're kidding.
I am not. I sat there and I cried. I read this article and I cried because they're putting this chemical in our avocados now.
For
Why
what
is that
purpose?
so spoiled?
Just so they last longer, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. shelf
Or
life.
something else.
Or something else. Yes.
Yeah.
So, probiotics. That's actually, you're gonna get an opportunity, some of you, to get a free bottle of probiotics. We have some we're giving away. EMF exposure and minimizing them.
Question.
Yes.
What's mitochondria?
Mitochondria are it's in the cells. It is the, I don't know what you call it, cellular power plant of the cell. It creates the energy. So the Krebs cycle happens in there. This is all chemistry, organic chemistry. It creates ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which creates the energy in our body.
So butter is good.
So
Grass-fed
Yeah.
butter.
grass-fed butter is good. Yes,
butter's
grass-fed.
Or
Yep.
grass-fed, it has to
Yep.
be grass-fed butter.
Now people think olive oil, right?
Yeah.
Olive oil is great, not heated.
Yeah, you can't.
Can't heat it. So you can, again, put it in your salads, but if you cook with it, you're denaturing it. It becomes cancer
They say
causing.
to use avocado oil before you.
I know. Yeah,
I
so
use
cooking
ghee.
with ghee,
I use ghee and
Ghee?
grass-fed.
grass-fed butter.
How
Yeah.
about some certain types of oil, like avocado oil?
It
Same
still
with cooking?
denatures. It still denatures when you heat it.
So you should only use butter? How about coconut oil?
That sounds good. to
And
me.
coconut, thank you. Yes, and coconut oil. You can do coconut. So Wi-Fi's. We have Wi-Fi in our house. We have Wi-Fi here. At nighttime, you should put your phone on airplane mode. You should eliminate the Wi-Fi around your bedroom. Get that out of your bedroom. Turn off your router at nighttime. Or put it in a faraway box. I said that right, faraway box. So they have bags you can buy that you can put your router in it. So it protects you from the EMFs. And then I have something I wear all the time. Well, I don't wear it to bed. Sun. Is sun good or bad?
Good.
It is good. The sun is really good. It nourishes us. Now, can there be too much sun? Yes. But when should you go out in the sun and put your feet in the grass or in the ground?
First thing in the morning.
That to wake you up, but at noon.
At noon.
But just 10, 15 minutes, not hours. And get your
Yeah,
feet in the ground. Ground yourselves. Get your feet in the ground. I have no grass. I have mulch. It hurts. Putting your feet on mulch just really doesn't feel good. My next door neighbor has grass, so I walk over there and put my feet in their grass.
Why noon?
Because it's the height of the sun. That's the most direct rays. Winter time, you have to be naked for like hours in the sun to get the vitamin D you need. So we are not doing that. But that's where vitamin D supplementation comes in. Because number one, our foods don't have the nutrients they do. Like we said, they're modifying our foods. So I want you to write these things down. I don't get out in the sun at noon. I don't ever get out in the sun during the week. So I need still that exposure. So that's the lamp I use. It's called a circadian lamp. And I can get you the information afterwards. I can move away. It's a circadian lamp. So it has full spectrum light. I have that in my bathroom. I turn it on in the morning. As I'm getting ready, it's on my face. I do have to move it because I have a beauty mark, an age mark here, so I have to shift it so it comes on this side of my face. But as I'm getting ready, I have that lamp. So no UV exposure. I mean, it's blocking, you're not going to get skin cancer from it. You're not going to get skin cancer from it. EMF harmony. So that's what I wear. I have different ones of these. I have a necklace, but this blocks the EMF, electromagnetic frequencies. If I don't wear this, I know my energy level tanks when I don't wear it. I've been wearing it for years. I've been wearing it for years. And so I have different ones. They have a bracelet, and there's different companies that are out there. This is the company that I use, EMF Harmony. I've used them. My husband wears it 24/7. He never takes it off.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what's the
I'll go back.
purpose of that?
So it blocks the EMFs, the electromagnetic frequencies. That's everywhere around us. Yep, everywhere around us. They have them. You can put. So this is what I want on my phone. You can put it on your phone. There's ones you can put on your laptop, ones you can put on your earbuds. Oh my gosh, earbuds.
Oh, yeah.
They're so bad. Yes, because that's like directly in your brain. So I have one on my phone.
What is it?
That's one of, that's like this. That's, so it goes on the phone. Don't know it's there, but it's supposed to help block the EMFs. You can put it on your laptop. I have it on my smart meter too. I have one on my smart meter.
And what was it called?
EMF Harmony is the company. And you can, when I had looked it up, because that's where I always got it, was through that company, they have them in Amazon now. You can get them at, pretty much get everything at Amazon, but yes, they have them at Amazon.
You can buy Honda.
Hmm?
You can buy Honda.
Nice. And then I'm going to talk about good fats. Some people don't like fish. Get over it. You need salmon. Sorry, you need fatty fish. You need fatty fish for your brain. And last class, I stepped on toes about cholesterol. We need cholesterol. We need cholesterol for our brain. We need it to heal. We need it as an anti-inflammatory. We need it for our hormones. I wasn't going to go down that road, but they put you on those anti-cholesterol meds. You need it. And those that are on it, high levels of dementia, high levels of Alzheimer's, those that are on those medications. It
What's a
happens
good cholesterol, like what healthy cholesterol? Like the butter and ghee, is that
Yep, eggs.
eggs? Okay.
Eggs are healthy.
Grass-fed cheese,
Yep.
I guess?
Yep.
Okay.
Can we take the fish oil if we don't like fish?
Yes, you can take the fish oil. Yes.
What's another fatty fish besides salmon?
Tuna, swordfish, halibut, halibut. Yep. So we're talking about nutrition. Protein. How much protein should you eat?
Yeah, how much?
More than we're getting. More than what you're getting. We should be eating, and I was like, okay, kilograms, oh my gosh. I'm like, really? So I'm going to read it directly. Aim for 1.2, 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight. So a 140-pound person should have 76 to 95 grams
Oh my gosh.
a day. Grams.
Okay.
But let me give you some. Okay.
How about protein powder?
Yep, protein powder. So an ounce of cheddar cheese is 7 grams of protein. An egg is 10 grams of protein. A turkey stick is 12 grams of protein. So you're getting it, you're just not getting enough or the right kinds. So you don't want it from beef, you want it from more lean meat. So we're talking turkey, we're talking, like we said,
Cottage cheese, is that?
if you're not sensitive to dairy. Yes, if you're not sensitive to dairy. Legumes, but you have to watch with legumes. You really do, because they have lectins in them, and too many lectins can cause inflammation. So it's like, what do I eat?
Yeah.
Eggs. I'm just going to say eggs. Eggs. Fish. Antioxidants. Where do we get our antioxidants from?
Fruits and veggies.
Fruits and veggies, but the main thing are berries.
Berries.
Our berries, but they have to be organic. In your perusing online, look for the Dirty Dozen. Type in the Dirty Dozen. Those are the foods, the foods you need to eat organically. And it shows might even be FDA, I mean, it's published every year, the Dirty Dozen. So strawberries, all berries need to be organic because the pesticides are really high. Spinach, kale needs to be organic. Pears, apples, peppers,
Celery is the one there, isn't it?
celery, yep.
Peaches.
Peaches, yep.
Oh, I thought you said pizza.
No.
Yay!
Are we hungry? But look at, yeah, anything with a peel, yeah, because it's not getting in, well, you would think avocado, but who knows?
Right.
Yes, so look up the Dirty Dozen. And having an array, not eating the same foods every day. You don't want to eat the same foods every day. You want to change it up because then you build up a food sensitivity and a food tolerance. So if you eat nuts every day, nuts are going to show up as not good for you because you're eating them every day. Variety. Calcium and vitamin D, obviously for our bones. As, again, our bone mass, our muscle mass is going down, we want that calcium and vitamin D, but the right form of vitamin D and the right form of calcium as well. And water. Can I talk enough about water? Keep talking about water. People don't like water, like they don't like fish. Put lemon, lime, orange, grapefruit, squeeze it in your water. Gives it flavor. Yeah, we need to drink more water. I know it's at 6 to 8. What you're really supposed to do, you take your weight, cut it in half. That's how many ounces of water you should be drinking a day. That's how many you should be drinking. Yes. And don't think, oh, I'm going to be in the bathroom all day.
No.
Your body is craving water. It is looking for it. It is like, wants it. Because again, as we age, our cells need hydration. Water is going to be the one to fill that up. You know, I'm going to talk about D3K. Everyone's depleted. I did mine recently. I was over 100. And my doctor said, cut down. There's no research. There's actually there's not a single published paper out there about someone who has a vitamin D that's higher than 100.
You know, my doctor told me I had too much vitamin D.
Do you know your number?
I don't know the number, but she's like, you're overdosing on. I said, I don't think you can overdose on vitamin D.
You can.
I was
Everything
taking,
in moderation.
well, I was taking like 10,000 milligrams because of
I use.
breast cancer. Yeah, yeah, I'm saying it was too much, yeah.
So what should you be taking? If your vitamin D is between 60 and 80, you should be maintaining that at about 5,000 IUs with vitamin K. So 5,000. But your number has to be between 60 and 80. Most people are not there, unless you're in our office and we've hit you hard with it. If you're below that, we start you out at 50,000 units twice a week. Because if it's so low, it takes a long time to increase it. If you get a prescription, they'll give you 50,000, but it's D2, not
D3.
not D3, not the absorbable kind, and not with vitamin K, which then your body can't absorb, and it pulls the calcium out of your bones. So it's this whole cycle that happens. You can't have vitamin D3 by itself. It'll cause your body to pull out the calcium into the blood, causing kidney stones. I don't want kidney stones. So of course I can't talk enough about it. All right, what products to support energy? I got exposed to the energy multiplex, so I'm going to read it directly. It works on the adrenal system. So if you are chronically stressed, chronically tired, your adrenal glands are not going to be functioning. It's not going to make cortisol. You've heard of cortisol. That's our stress hormone. When we're under stress, it goes up high. But when you've been chronically stressed, I have over the last many years, it depletes it so much your body doesn't create cortisol anymore. And you're running on fumes, literally running on fumes. So I get up in the morning, I'm tired. I can't get moving, but I'm here and I'm focused and I go home and go, I crash. So, found this product called Energy Multiplex. So it works on the adrenals. It's supporting the adrenal glands. 14 nutrients. You're supposed to take 3. I always start off with 1. 1 didn't really do. I did 2. That was a good one. I did 3. My staff hated me. I was everywhere. I'm like, okay, do this. And they're like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I think 3's too many. In the morning, you've got to take it in the morning, but it will just bump your energy. It does have ginseng in it, so if you're sensitive to ginseng, that's why it creates energy. It's not, so it's a natural caffeine. I don't do caffeine well, that's why 2 works for me. Then, how to increase ATP. This one I just started recently. So it supports the mitochondrial health. So it has vitamin C, it has vitamin A in it, as well as other things that are supporting, God bless you, the mitochondrial health. So it's getting at the cellular level and working at the cellular level to bring about healing at the cellular level.
So if you take these things, you don't need a multivitamin then?
Oh no, you still need a multivitamin. No. People ask me, I have weaned my pills down of what I take in the morning. I used to take 22 supplements in the morning. I have it down to, I'm thinking,
There's too many already.
I think
When you
12.
go to the second hand, that's.
Yeah, like, I think it's 12, but I break them apart, meaning I take when I'm in my mirror with my son, I'm taking those, and then I also have drinks that I take, my green drinks that I take in the morning. And I just got exposed to something called ASEA. I am not versed. I have Miss Patty here to talk more about it afterward, but I'm going to tell you what ASEA is. How many years? 10?
The company?
Yes.
16.
16 years. So got exposed to this, started taking it, and I'm like, okay. You know, I have to try it first before I expose it to anybody else, so I'm just reading. So ASEA redox, it's signaling molecules. We have, our molecules have nerve conduction. They communicate through neurotransmitters. Again, as we age, those neurotransmitters deplete. They get depleted due to environment. So what ASEA is, it is creating this bioidentical switch to turn on the cells that need to be turned on and turning off the cells that need to be turned off. So it's helping the signals through the neurotransmitters to start communicate between the cells. So it's repairing, it's replacing, it's rejuvenating. So my husband and I started it, well, April.
End of April.
And I had a detox, like my body went into detox. And I'm always, you know I'm always detoxing, but my body really went into detox. And I was like, what is going on? Like phlegm literally coming out of me. Well, I know I have mycotoxins because of co-infections of Lyme's disease. I have mycotoxins in my body. And I've been over the years working on getting rid of that, done so many different protocols. So when I started this, 2 ounces in the morning, 2 ounces in the evening, my body was getting rid of it. Do you think I liked it? No! So I called Miss Patty and said, what's happening? And she explained what was happening. So I went on, I had to go away, so I stopped it. I was sick, well that's sick, I was expressing phlegm that whole time. Came back and started with ½ ounce in the morning, and then ½ ounce in the evening. I'm a 1 ounce, 1 ounce. It has not resurfaced, I've been doing good, but the thing I really noticed the most, the inflammation has dropped drastically in my body. If I went to a medical doctor, they would diagnose me with fibromyalgia. I have aches and pains everywhere, every day. It has really lessened that. I have arthritis in my toes. I'm not going to get toe surgery. I mean, I have arthritis throughout my spine. But it has really lowered the inflammation in my body. Now, my husband, he's perfect. No complaints. Like really no complaints at all. So I'm like, so what have you noticed? Nothing. I'm like, anything? Nothing. You didn't notice hallelujah changes, but 16 years this has been around and no one's heard of it. I had never heard of it. I mean, I'm in this field, had never heard of it. So questions that you have, and that's why I have Miss Patty here to answer those questions, because I'm not versed on it yet. I will get there. We will not have it in our office because I'm not stocking it, but she can give you more. The other thing is you're going to see this, is Redox Gold. Oh my gosh, you think Deep Blue is great? 10 times better.
Wow.
10 times better than than Deep Blue. Deep Blue is a rub that has essential oils in it, and so that helps with the inflammation, but Redox Gold has elemental white gold in it, so again, anti-inflammatory, but it gets really at the cellular level. I squeeze an activator all day. I squeeze an instrument all day. Guess what I have?
Carpal tunnel?
No, I'm not saying that. Because sometimes I have numbers in that. Tendonitis. I squeeze an activator all day. Hurts like the dickens. I put that Redox Gold on, 30 seconds.
Is
Gone.
that from the same company?
Yes,
Okay.
30 seconds.
So you're
Gone.
saying it's good for arthritis and
It's good for anything inflamed. Oh,
how
yes.
about rheumatoid?
Oh, yes.
How about
Yep, I'm telling you. Yep, I have people putting it on their feet because they have neuropathy. Yep, they have neuropathy. And the couple yesterday said, because I gave them a sample bottle, and they said, can we get a big bottle? I'm like, yeah, because they're both using it on his hands, on his feet. Yeah, because it's healing. It's lowering that inflammation and healing at the cellular level. Yep. So because you're at the class, except for the ASEA, the vitamin D, and the energy pills, you get 15% off of that. Why are falls so serious?
Bones break?
Yeah, but what impact does it have?
Misaligns you.
But broken bones, right? I mean, that's the fear. You fall, you get your bone density, you break a hip. That is, and once that happens, the progress goes down. I mean, just, it's hard to recover. And when you get a bone density test, it'll say the neck. People think it's their neck. It's the neck of the femur, which is the weakest bone of the body, one of the weakest bones. This bone is the weakest. But you have your ball and socket, you have the portion that goes like this, that's the neck, and then you have your femur itself, the long bone. It's this portion they're looking at if that is osteoporotic, osteopenia, where are you on the scale? And guess who they compare you to? A 35-year-old's bones.
I know.
That's what they're comparing you to. Your bones to a 35-year-old. I'm like, great.
Well, now they're doing your arm.
Yes, the forearm.
Yeah, and so they say, I have my forearm, but I don't have my foot. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yes. And if you're under chiropractic care, it gets better. It definitely gets better. And your spine definitely gets stronger. It doesn't go backwards. It goes, you go in the right direction being under chiropractic care. 1 in 4 people over 65. That is high. I mean, we're talking billions of dollars that are falls, ER visits. But we can do things to prevent it, and that's your packet, and I'll get into that in a second. Anyone have floor mats in their home? Area rugs? With no backs on it? No. Get rid of them. But I know people have pets and they run across and then boom, they go down, right? That happens a lot too. Having grab bars in your bathroom, having those there in your shower. No non-stick mat in your shower so that you're not going to fall. I was with my niece and her kids in Texas, and we rented an Airbnb. And they had the mats, and the shower was extremely slippery. And they didn't have it by the drain. But where the shower head was, you had to be on the area that wasn't a mat. And then someone like here trying to get wet, and then here trying to get, it was very funny because it was very slippery on that little tiny area. So having the right size mats in your shower
It's good.
is good. Step stools. None of you step on a chair to change a light bulb, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Having proper steps so that you can hold, that has the bar up top that you can hold. Clearing clutter, cords, having the strip on the floor so the cord is not laying right there. I know these sound sensible, but you walk through your home with different eyes. Like investigating, is this a trip hazard? Is this good? Am I safe here? Am I safe here? To look through that. So then exercises. Well, if you have not exercised, period, you're not gonna start running a mile. I'm just gonna tell you. You gotta start off slow. It's daily movements. Best thing for fall prevention, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Go down your hallway, just walking heel toe. Looking out, not down. Like you're driving, you look out when you drive, you're not looking down. Same thing. Goal 10,000 steps a day. I don't get 10,000 steps a day. Going from room to room, I'm not getting 10,000 steps a day. It's just not happening. But if that seems too daunting, like drinking 8 glasses of water, start off with 2,500 steps a day. Phones collect all of that. Balance, we're getting into that in seconds. Light weights, especially for women. I can't stress this enough. And you're like, I can't lift it. Well, you can get bands. We need resistance. We need these are a very light band. But putting it around your feet, sitting in a chair and doing this. So, and I'm gonna hold on. I mean, just out, forward. I get them at Marshall's. You get them at Marshall's. Obviously Amazon, but Marshall's have these. But out, back, forward. Walmart has them, yep. So, and they're different. This is the lightest band, and I'll pass this around so you can feel how light it is. But there's different colors on the tension of those bands. And then Tai Chi, yoga, chair yoga. Pilates. I've never done Pilates. I have many Pilates patients. I want to do it with a reformer, but you gotta get your body moving. I mean, that really is the gist of it. Being sedentary, you're losing muscle mass, you're losing bone density. Being sedentary. So this is in your pack. I thought this was really funny. I looked up, I wanted to find some simple exercises. All of them were out of Canada. I couldn't find anything in the United States. Ottawa. I was just like, really? Like,
They
made
want
no
us
sense
sick.
to me.
They want us sick.
They really do.
I think they did the other side.
Miss Jean, grab that and we're gonna bring it. Sorry. Obviously, tools and tips. Being comfortable before you start. Make sure that you can do the exercises. Start up, just jogging in place. Just jogging in place. That's going to get the blood flowing, get the body moving. Don't hold your breath. Our muscles need oxygen. Our brains need oxygen. I can't tell how many times I'll hear a bit, are you breathing? Like, don't hold your breath.
Yes. Do that.
Side note, how should we breathe?
In through the nose, out the
Mouth
mouth.
to the mouth.
Yes. Where should we breathe? Not belly. Not. It's
I breathed
yeah, out. So belly breathing. Look it up on YouTube.
Pilates is good for that.
Pilates is good, yep. Yoga is good for that. In the belly, not in the chest. You'll get lightheaded if you do that in the chest. Start off slow. Start off slow. And if you notice, everything has a chair. Everything, there's support with everything. Having that chair. So I've been doing these exercises through a program called Zing Performance. My balance They make you, a lot of these, you're like, okay, you're on one foot. Definitely a dominant foot, my left. My right, not as good. My right is weaker. Then they have you close your eyes and do these exercises. Yeah, and if I close my eyes, and then it automatically, right away. So you have to train yourself. In the morning I'm a little better than that one. So you can even do some of these. You get comfortable doing these. Close your eyes when you're doing them. But have that chair there. Have that chair there. But they're simple. Yeah, they're simple. Ankles. We gotta protect our ankles, right? Ankles are, yeah. In a week's time, I had 3 patients either break a foot, break an ankle, or twist an ankle. And we were like, ah. So even just when you're brushing your teeth, bouncing up and down with your ankles, just build that up. Turn your feet out. Turn your feet in. So it gets all areas of your calves, outside, middle, inside. Helps build up the ankles. Chiropractic. You're in a chiropractic office. You're not going to talk about chiropractic for my guests. How does chiropractic help? Well, we're putting the bones back into alignment. We're creating mobility. They're not stuck anymore. I had a lady today, new patient, and she's been multiple places, and they're like, we can't do anything for you. She has numbness. I mean, the whole time she sat there with her hand. And it's only been a couple of weeks, but just sitting there, the pain in her hand was so bad. So looked at her x-rays, and of course there's arthritis. I mean, she's 84 years old. That's a sign of maturity, right? But I can see where the nerve is being compressed. Well, she's coming in tomorrow, so I can go over, because of course she's going on vacation for 2 weeks and wants to be fixed yesterday. But we create mobility. As we create that mobility, we're affecting the nervous system. The nerves run right through there. As that subluxation is there, we get rid of the subluxation, correct it, and then the body can start to heal. It starts to communicate between the brain and the body. So then our posture changes. I've seen some miracles in here with posture, yes. I have hunched men made tall, and it's been wonderful. It's better posture. And then everything is personalized. You're not the same person as you. You're not the same person as you. And so it's not cookie cutter. We look at you as an individual and we customize the plan that you need and what your goals are. What are your goals? And that's what we do here. And then we have the nutritional side. You hear me talk a lot about gut. I can't stress enough, vitamin D3. If I'm on, I've always said, if I am stranded on an island, I want my Bible, I want running water and a filter, so I would get a filter. I want frankincense as the oil of my choice. And I want I'm getting vitamin D from the sun. But these are things that I can't talk enough about for your body. So we will walk you through that journey as well. So where do we go from here? If you've been a patient and you go, nutritionally, I don't know what to do. We have tools to give you that you would fill out an evaluation that will give us a 7-page report. It goes through 7 body systems. It goes through all the body systems as functional. And we can tell you, based on your answers, where you are, what tests you need, what are you looking for, what supplements you need. It customizes it for you. So that is have an evaluation. I'm going to tell you, do not take your supplements for 3 days and think, oh, this didn't work. I can't tell you how many patients do that. It didn't work. 90 days. You gotta give it 90 days. You've got anything you start, you gotta give it 90 days. That's what I'm telling you, 90 days. And then gut reset. That's our next class. We're gonna go into why is our gut so important? What's the good? What things do we need in our gut? How do we nourish our gut? How do we get rid of the bad stuff? So I am gonna, she's not here, but
I'm here.
Justine, everyone knows Justine.
yeah.
She's been dealing with some stomach things the last couple of days, and I said it had gone away. Like she thought she was good, and she thought she had food poisoning. And then this past weekend, she had it all over again, and I'm like, ooh, you've got parasite. So I have ways to get rid of parasites, so I gave that to her this morning. And she goes, when do I take it? And I'm like, not here.
I don't think she's here. Is she here?
No, no,
She's not. She's here. She went home.
So she's like, well, I'm gonna take it Thursday night into Friday, because we're not here on Fridays, so she's gonna take it Thursday night. She goes, I'm not gonna be in the bathroom all night. I said, I don't know what your body's gonna do. I can't predict, but I said, will I see it? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I look at my poop. When I did that, there were little white things in there. There were parasites in there. Oh yeah. So I've done it because I go out of the country, because I serve missions out of the country. And some of the foods you get there are, don't know what you're getting, what you're getting, pitching onto you. So sometimes we need to do that cleanse. Sometimes we need to do that. Our journey never ends. When it does, we're done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I mean, it ends, but you gotta keep working here.
Yeah.
But you have to find the motivation. You have to have that motivation as well. But we can give you hope. That's our office is changing the healthcare of our world. We want to give you hope. We want to give you those tools. That's why I do these workshops, so that you have the information. It's now, with knowledge comes responsibility. Yeah, and power.
Power, yes.
Yep. So age is not a number, it's an opportunity to reinvent, adapt, thrive with wisdom, flexibility, and purpose. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.